Thanks for tuning in, and today we're briefly going to go over responsive websites, and we're going to use one or two examples, kind of just going to skim through what a good responsive website would look like, and there's multiple ways to do it, but in this day and age, it is very, very important that your website is responsive to all the devices that people are using nowadays. So we have people using iPads, iPhones, Android devices, all types of other smartphones, laptops, tablets, Kindles, desktop stations, Macs. It goes on and on. So basically, the purpose of this is when you build a website, you want to ensure whoever builds the site makes it to where the layout is responsive and it adjusts to whatever the size of that device is. So basically the website would adjust to the resolution of that particular device. So we have a couple websites here. One of my favorite websites, and I already have an example pulled up here, is the responsivedesignchecker.com. And I'm actually using Arby's. I'm not really sure why I used Arby's, but they actually do have a responsive theme. However, it is built on the back end, so we're going to pull them up here to where it looks like they don't have. So it looks fine, like on a workstation or a laptop. So 17-inch, 15-inch, and as you get a little bit smaller, it starts to get tight, and that's pretty much where the layout ends on the iPad landscape, and then you'll see the portrait there, how it gets to the point where you need to scroll over it. Now, what Arby's did on the back end is, obviously they've had a website for a while, so it seems like for them it'd probably be a little bit easier, instead of redoing the entire site, is they just tailor a mobile theme. So they basically created a mobile theme. It's a little bit more work than just creating a responsive website from the beginning. So if you go to Arby's on your phone, you will see that they do have a responsive site. So this is kind of just a good tool just to kind of check to see how it would look, the website would look. And then here's another website I use is studiopress.com, and you can kind of see exactly how, and these are different dimensions for smartphones, and there's tons of sites out there. Most of them are all free. They're just really good tools. Good developers put these things together, and you can see exactly what the layout is of your website. So there are a lot of sites. I'll pull up one more website here that I know for sure has no mobile theme on the back end. So this one's going to look really bad, and this is you don't want to have your website look like this, because it's going to be very difficult to pick up new clients. So it doesn't look too bad on a 17-inch, 15-inch, 11-inch. Once you get to the iPad, and then once you get to the looks about the Nexus. Let's see. Once you get to this Nexus 7, everything starts to get really tight, kind of jumbled, and that's when it really gets bad. There is look at that menu. You really want to have like a drop-down menu, so there's really no drop-down menu. It just becomes really difficult to navigate through. So let's move on. So multiple ways you can do it. You can not have a responsive theme, and you can send away a lot of customers and clients, because eventually what they'll do is they'll just get very aggravated. If the website becomes difficult to navigate through on their smartphone or on their tablet, they're just going to drop off. They call it, your bounce rate may start to increase, and this is very critical that you invest time in your website, making sure it's functional and it's accessible across all devices. And there's a lot of things you could do. You can create a lot of pages specifically for desktop laptops to where they look great on that, and then you can also create additional pages and additional themes for mobile devices. And there's a little bit more configuration and development that goes into that side than just creating one general responsive website. So it really just depends on how much you want to invest in your business. And that's pretty much how responsive theme works. So you can always pull up your website, check it out. ResponsiveDesignChecker.com and StudioPress.com. And I was just kind of looking at my website, and I use this as a tool too. And I look and say, hey, I got to adjust this. I want to adjust that. I need something to be a little bit bigger, something to be a little bit larger. And one good tool that I use is, you have some analytical type stuff that you can link into your website, and you could figure out what tool, what device your customers and clients are using to view your website. And then what you can do is adjust your site based on your audience. And that's pretty critical, because it used to be you build a website, you set it, you forget it. Now it's just a constant development and changes with all the new trends and the different technology that's coming out. So hope you guys learned something today. And like I said, we do build responsive websites and responsive themes. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or go to our website, www.impressioninnovations, and subscribe to our blog. You can learn a little bit about some of the tips, tricks, and marketing ideas that we have for you. And we appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in.